Hi everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we are discussing McGregor Forever on Netflix. This is a Netflix mini-series focusing in on the rise and fall of the notorious mixed martial artist Connor McGregor. So let's dive straight into the positives of McGregor Forever. I like that Netflix are opening the door to MMA as a sport and seeing it as a sport. To be a mixed martial artist, it takes an insane level of skill and it takes a lot of quick thinking, ridiculous levels of fitness, and you've got to be able to have a lot of dedication and bravery to even get in the cage in the first place. And I do appreciate that this series definitely shows that. It lets you know straight out the gates that this sport ain't going to be for everyone. And on that note, I really enjoyed the glimpses that we get to that addiction and why these fighters need this. The series does a great job of showing these fighters to be intellectual, smart people. McGregor has that famous speech about being like Vincent van Gogh and losing his mind to this game. And that's the side of this series that I enjoyed the most, where I managed to briefly see a human being in what is an endlessly enigmatic firework of a celebrity called Connor McGregor. I loved that he admitted that he gets scared, because that's something I can connect to. So do I. So does everyone. He is human after all. But sadly, and this does bring us to the negatives, there isn't nearly enough of it. My god, this did not need to be a series at all. It is actively time-wasting and repetitive. I can pretty much hand on heart say that 70% of this series is just footage of McGregor working out and journalists talking about McGregor and he's all washed up and he's done, but it's all edited very heavily and made to look dramatic. And it just feels so false. To say that this is surface level would be insulting to material that is actually surface level. This is very much that one leaf of garnish on the chicken breast. You know, the one that you don't eat and you never understand why it's there. And yeah, that's kind of how this show made me feel. Why are you here? Why am I consuming you? Because I didn't learn anything I didn't already know. I cannot wrap my head around the idea of this being 5 episodes, was it now? I can't actually remember because they all seem to blend into each other. There is a Connor McGregor movie called Notorious that I think is maybe an hour and a half long, and my god, it's such a better watch than this. McGregor Forever is paced hideously. It tells every single news headline in a bullet point fashion, rather than tell anyone anything that they might not have known. I honestly think I'd have gotten more out of an hour-long 30 for 30 film on BT Sport. How did I watch nearly 5 hours of this and learn nothing? Granted, I'm a fan of mixed martial arts, so yeah, I was there at the time of this happening. I remember it very well. And there are going to be people out there who don't, who didn't. So they're going to have a very different perspective on this. But if you are a fan, if you were a part of that crazy time in the UFC, you're not going to get anything new out of this. And you could easily just put on the Notorious film and get the same amount of detail and more in half as much time. I struggle to understand how this has been filmed over several years and yet it produces almost nothing worth noting. It's hard to call this a documentary because, if I'm being honest, it's a puff piece. It's a movie trailer for Conor McGregor fanboys. It's useless if you're looking to learn something or find something deeper. It just utterly fails to penetrate or get under the skin and ask the hard questions. It just feels like yet another yes man surrounding McGregor because it's terrified to paint him in a light that isn't positive. So much of his out-of-the-ring criminal behaviour is so quickly brushed over and run through in exchange for, oh look, more working out while journalists say he's done, but he's not giving up. It's so inspiring. No, it's not. I can see through this like Perspex glass. It feels like you're getting what McGregor gives you, not what the director got out of McGregor. And for me, that's quite poor. I don't think there's a single moment in this series where McGregor is pushed. Go a little bit further. What do you mean by that? Or maybe what you've said here contradicts what you've said yesterday. Could you elaborate? Nope, it's just, Connor, yeah. Oh, Connor. I love you, Connor. Louis Theroux would have got the answers, and if that ever happens, you're damn right I want a front row seat. This is incredibly disappointing and really lackluster. Why is it this long? Why is it so time wasting? Why does it not really go anywhere and just constantly spin its wheels telling you the same thing? Where's the depth? Where's the humanity? Where's the newfound understanding? What is the point of watching this, especially if you've already followed this story when it happened? And even if you didn't follow it when it happened, there are better other versions of this story told out there. I never really felt like we were getting the real Connor McGregor. It always felt like he was well aware there were many cameras on him at every single moment. And the way that it's edited is just heightening that drama that isn't there, and it becomes quite laughable. I'm going to give McGregor Forever a 3 out of 10. This is shallow, and it feels like a pointless money grab. It'll get the views because it's McGregor, but equally like McGregor, it really isn't worth the fuss in the end. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please do hit the comment section as well. Have you seen McGregor Forever? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, if you haven't had enough of this crazy ginger, well, you can always click on these suggested videos right here and get yourself lost in an IMO wormhole. But if not, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.